What's up, guys? CT here, and tonight I am reviewing the uh, August 4th, 2014 episode of Monday Night Raw. My first time doing this, long, long time, old school wrestling fan, and I'll be doing this every week now, and I'll be also reviewing the pay-per-views when they come, and will not be doing reviews of SmackDown because that show was fucking garbage, and it is every single week. I do watch it occasionally if I happen to not be doing anything when it is on. Uh, then I'll watch it. But as you all know, that show is just garbage. There's really no use in reviewing it, and there's really no use in really watching it. You don't like it. It doesn't really progress the storyline, and it just kind of continues them, and just kind of fiddles around. Doesn't really do anything. Although I think there is some relevance to SmackDown this week. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Uh, Raw kicked off with Triple H coming out and basically with the entire authority and basically advertising and promoting SummerSlam with the whole you can get it for only $9.99 thing with the WWE Network. And he basically announced a few matches for SummerSlam, including Ambrose versus who's Ambrose facing again? Oh, Rollins. Fucking idiot. Rollins is like one of my favorite wrestlers right now. I had a fucking brain fart right there. Uh, they announced that match and announced the Orton versus Roman Reigns match. And, then Roman Reigns comes out and Orton's like dying to get his hands on him and whatnot. And Triple H then announces that. And he then announces the match. He said, "You'll have to wait till SummerSlam." And Triple H and then Roman Reigns will then face Kane in a last man standing match right now. And that match was basically the main event right at the beginning of the show. I like that, but I don't like having the best match of the night at the beginning of the show. It's called a main event for a reason, guys. I mean, that's the whole point, is to have the show. So you save the best for last. That's the whole point. If you want to kick the show off with a good match, that's perfectly fine. But don't kick it off with the best match. There really was no main event tonight, so to speak. But I'll get to that in a minute. Back and forth match. Kane slams Reigns through the table. Reigns gets up at 9, and then Reigns ultimately spears Kane and picks up the win. And then that was the end of that match. Mark Henry, or not, hold on, not Mark Henry. Damian Sandow comes out, and the show was in Austin, Texas tonight. Damian Sandow comes out in Oklahoma football gear and, basically running his mouth about how Texas is going to beat Oklahoma's ass this year and all that nonsense. And Mark Henry comes out in a Texas shirt because apparently he played for Texas, went to Texas, something like that. And fucking beats his ass with one fucking slam. And you knew that's exactly what it was going to be. And it wasn't even a match. Just comes out there, fucking slams his ass, pins him. That's it. Damian Sandow gets his ass kicked by Mark Henry. Good to see Mark Henry, though, and I was unaware that he had cut his hair. My friend reminded me of that he did it earlier this year. Did not know that. Looked like the old school Mark Henry back in the Nation of Domination days. Dean Ambrose versus Alberto Del Rio. And oh yeah, almost forgot. When Triple H came out at the beginning, when he announced the Rollins versus Ambrose match at SummerSlam, he said that the stipulation of that match will be decided by the winner of a Beat the Clock challenge later on that night. And Rollins would face Rob Van Dam, and Ambrose would face Alberto Del Rio. And Dean Ambrose picks up the win with his face plant finisher. I don't know what it's called. At 15 minutes 42 seconds. So that was the time that Rollins needs to beat at the end of the night whenever he faces Rob Van Dam. Rusev and Lana comes out, and but did I say he beat Sin Cara's ass? Oh yeah, he beat Sin Cara during the commercial break. That's why I didn't fucking remember it, because it fucking happened in the commercial break. Yeah, apparently Rusev kicked Sin Cara's ass in the commercial break. We missed it. Whatever, fucking stupid. And then starts talking about Putin and Obama like always. Coulter and Swagger come out, talk shit, blah blah blah. Uh, then Ziggler faces Cesaro. Very mediocre match. Ziggler beats him with the zigzag. Miz was out there at the commentators table uh, talking about the match and whatnot, because Miz and Ziggler face each other at SummerSlam. Nothing special going on there. Kane, before a commercial break, Kane takes off his mask backstage and hands it to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon and Triple H were standing there. Kane just walks up, takes off his mask, and gives it to her. Whatever that means, I guess we'll have to find out. Jericho faces Luke Harper. Bray Wyatt interferes and uses his finisher, Sister Abigail. Whatever. Of course, we all knew that match was going to get interrupted. Nothing surprising, nothing special. Um, and of course, Jericho and um, Bray Wyatt have a match at SummerSlam, rematch from what was it, Battleground, where Jericho won. Oh yeah, next, gay ass bull. That's what I wrote. Literally, I wrote gay ass bullshit, because that's what it was. These little bull, whatever his name is, with Diego and Layla and what's her name, Summer Rae. They come out there, and Fandango and Hornswoggle come out there. And yeah, what was up with that? Fucking Hornswoggle. I gotta be honest with you, I tune out when this type of shit is going on, because this type of shit is garbage, and it's not even of course I don't want to get into this. I'll make a video about this at some point about, my overall opinions on wrestling today, but uh, there's some good wrestlers at the top of the card right now. Not the card, but the top of the roster. But it's these other guys, these Fandangos and uh, fucking Bo Dallas and uh, Diego and Adam Rose. Those are the guys that are corny as fuck, and that's what's making wrestling on Raw. Leave that shit for SmackDown. Get that crap out of Raw. There's other guys that you could use right now, and that are way more entertaining than that old retarded ass bullcrap, man. I don't even remember what happened. I know Hornswoggle came out. Fucking Hornswoggle has been annoying me for a long time, man. Ever since, not ever since. I remember how mad I was when he was running around with DX as the fucking DX mascot. Absolute bullshit, man. Fuck out of here, man. Uh, Bo Dallas beats R-Truth and then beats his fucking ass. Uh, Bo Dallas has basically lost his mind. And as I've just said, I do not like Bo Dallas at all. I know some people have been saying that he's been growing on them, but not me. This guy, I can't stand the look on his face, man. Yeah, he plays his character as good as he can play it. I mean, you can't help the gimmick that they give him, but this dude's a fucking scrub, man. I mean, not feeling this guy at all. I don't see him going anywhere with this gimmick. Some guys are just doomed. from the start with the gimmick that they're slapped on, man. Think about that. Think about if you and your friend enter the WWE and you get Roman Reigns' gimmick, he gets fucking Bo Dallas's gimmick or Adam Rose's gimmick. Which guy is gonna have a better chance of getting a push and rising to the top? uh, Bray Wyatt sings some weird ass song in a promo just right after Bo Dallas gets done whooping R-Truth's ass. Uh, you know, whatever. Seth Rollins is about to face RVD, but no, the one-man band Heath Slater, absolute garbage, scrub ass motherfucker, comes out, and I guess that was the authorities doing, and to have Rollins face fucking Heath Slater instead of Rob Van Dam. But Ambrose comes out and is messing around, pouring coke and crap inside Rollins' briefcase and popcorn, and just messing around, distracting Rollins, and ultimately Slater gets the roll-up pin on Rollins. So Ambrose will decide what the stipulation is for SummerSlam, for their match at SummerSlam, and that will be he will decide that, I guess, or announce that on SmackDown on Friday. So that's what I was talking about for a reason to watch SmackDown. Trust me, not a good enough reason. Just look that shit up on WWE.com. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Stephanie McMahon and Brie Bella contract signing deal. They come out there, I guess, sign the contract, whatever. Stephanie McMahon fucking slams, was it Brie Bella's or Nikki's? I think it was Brie's. Uh, Slams her fucking face into the table, slams the shit out of her ass. That was tight. And Triple H traps her behind in the corner, behind the table, and then Stephanie pedigrees both of their asses, I believe, if I remember correctly. I know she pedigrees at least one of them. Yeah, she pedigrees both of them, fucks them up, and that's how Raw ends. Uh, Pretty good show overall. Raw has been pretty decent the past couple weeks, better than it has been uh, overall that I've seen over the past like year or so, the past couple years actually. I remember I was watching Raw for like 3 months straight back in like 2012. I swear to God, all three uh, all 3 months were just full of crap with Raw, man. It was like I was watching SmackDown. Raw was basically SmackDown. That's how bad that shit was. But I would give. Let me think about this for a second. If I were to give Raw a rating tonight, I'd give it a 7.5, which is, I don't know if it's hard to do much better than that. Not hard to. They're not going to. This is basically, I'm not comparing this to old wrestling, like if like on if like a Raw and like the Attitude Era, if I were to rate that, it would be a 10 compared to this. But I've accepted the fact that wrestling will never be the same. Again, I'll probably make a video about this sometime soon, about how I feel about the overall PG era and where I think wrestling is going, and the state of the overall roster and all that stuff. I'll get into that here soon, probably within the next couple weeks, but it's probably sooner than that actually. But I think 7.5. I mean, the Kane versus Reigns last man standing match was worth it. Uh, and I like I like seeing people go through tables and shit, and I like for them to do that as much as they can. It's entertaining. I'm not one of those hardcore ECW guys that just, you have to, go through a table or something for the show to be good. I'm not saying that, but it's entertaining, and I appreciate them trying to do entertaining stuff. I like Reigns getting attacked by Orton last week. That was entertaining. So keep doing stuff like that. And I like how everything entertaining the past few weeks has been involving Reigns and Rollins. It seems really like Seth Rollins, and I like Reigns a lot too. But everybody likes him. I'm trying to like Rollins on the low key. I think people like him, but I think people like all the members of the former Shield members. But I'm really feeling Seth Rollins. Really like him and his work inside the ring, and he has a good look. And I would like to see. I'll get more into this later, but I'd like to see the former Shield members kind of separate from those from being in. They all kind of seem like they're in the Shield still. You know what I mean? Like uh, by their look and their gimmicks, not really any different than what they've been. I like the subtle changes that they've made, like with their costumes. I think Reigns will ultimately need to change his attire, and uh, Rollins' new entrance theme is just crap. But I'm getting off topic. I'll talk more about this stuff later, and I'll be making some wrestling videos here occasionally on my channel. But yeah, like I said, I'll have a Raw recap every single week. And next week on my Raw recap, I will have my predictions and a little preview at the end of it for SummerSlam, which is a week from this coming Sunday, like the 17th, I believe. I like the card so far. Of course, I'll get more into that on next week's review of Raw. But the card's looking pretty solid. Pretty solid. I want to see what that stipulations is for the Ambrose Rollins match. I want to see something, a little something extreme here. Give me give me a hardcore match or a ladder. Give me some type of special match. You know what I mean? Not besides the damn flag capture the flag match between Rusev and Swagger. But yeah, I give Raw a 7.5 to maybe a week 8 strong 7.5 on for Raw tonight. Pretty good. Can't not a whole lot I can complain about outside of the stuff that you're always going to complain about with like the whole Adam. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't talk about was I guess I forgot to write it down. Adam Rose had the whole thing where he looks in the mirror type thing, I guess with whatever that horror movie is out right now. He looks in the mirror and sees a lemon, with the fucking with his like suit and tie on, you know, a lemon. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. That whole type of deal. You know what I'm talking about. That corny ass bullshit. But yeah, 7.5, solid show tonight. And I'll be back next Monday with my recap of Raw slash predictions for SummerSlam. And I thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.